Welcome to Pause and Play. I'm Jessica. This is your pocket companion, a place to pause, to play, and to find your way back home to yourself. You don't have to do anything, just be here. Guidepost 22. Meditate your way. Finding presence in a way that works for you. Meditation doesn't have to look a certain way. If it brings you home to yourself, it counts. Find a comfortable position, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a slow inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Repeat 3 times. Whisper, I come home to myself. Let your body arrive here. Let your mind soften. Let this moment be enough. Meditate your way. There is no right way to be present, no single path to stillness. The practice is what brings you back to yourself again and again. Meditation is not performance, it's presence. We often think of meditation as sitting still, perfectly calm, eyes closed, legs crossed, but real presence can look like walking, humming, journaling, gazing at the clouds. Meditation is simply the art of paying attention on purpose in the present with compassion. This mantra reminds you, your way is worthy. If it helps you return to yourself, it's working. Personal story. Sitting still felt impossible. My thoughts were loud, my body restless. I tried to follow the instructions, focus on the breath, clear the mind, stay still, don't move. But the more I tried to do it right, the more wrong it felt. Even with the best intention, something in me rebelled against the structure. My brain was too busy, my life was too noisy, and silence at that time didn't feel safe. It felt unreachable. And then one afternoon I was sipping tea and staring out the window. The light was soft. My breath slowed. For a moment, everything felt quiet, inside and out. I hadn't tried to meditate. I had simply landed in presence. That's when something shifted. Meditation didn't have to be a posture or a practice. It could be a moment, a pause, a return. It started showing up in unexpected places, washing dishes with warm water and slow breath, rocking a child to sleep and listening to her breath, standing under a tree and watching the light dance through the leaves, letting watercolor spread freely across the page with no plan at all. One especially overwhelming day, I found myself painting just to breathe. No goal, no rules, just color and movement. As I painted, my shoulders dropped. My breath deepened. My inner chatter softened. Without trying, I had entered a meditative state. That moment taught me something important. Presence doesn't need to be still or silent to be sacred. Meditation became something I met inside the ordinary, rinsing strawberries in the sink, noticing birdsong through the open window, returning to the rhythm of breath while folding laundry, sitting with a warm mug and letting my thoughts settle, like sediment in tea. Meditation became less about technique and more about attunement, less about rules and more about permission. It was about making space on the page, in my body, in my day, to come home to myself. Now my way of meditating is layered into life itself. Sometimes it's creative, sometimes it's silent. Sometimes it's a walk, a sway, a whisper of quiet when everything else feels loud. That doesn't always look like peace, but it always moves me toward it. This is what I trust now. Presence is enough. Awareness is enough. I am enough. Coming home to myself can happen anywhere. That's the meditation I return to. Science meets soul. Meditation supports regulation by calming the sympathetic nervous system and activating the parasympathetic response. It reduces cortisol, improves focus, and increases heart rate variability. Even short bursts of intentional presence can soothe the nervous system. The key is consistency and accessibility, not perfection. Meditation is about creating inner safety, not inner silence. Presence is the foundation for everything: regulation, reflection, creativity, connection. But many of us give up on meditation because we think we're failing. When we expand the definition, we expand access. You don't need to empty your mind, you just need to meet it. Start where you are. Stay how you are. Meditate your way. Try this. Daily practices. Sit for 3 minutes and focus on your breath. Take a slow walk and notice one sensory detail per step. Watch a candle flame or flowing water for 5 minutes. Repeat a grounding mantra as you breathe. Scan your body from head to toe. Count your breaths. Inhale 1, exhale 2, up to 10. Listen to a short guided meditation. Practice alternate nostril breathing. Gaze softly out the window and just be. Doodle slowly with full attention on the lines. Try loving kindness meditation. Send good wishes to yourself and others. Meditate with your hands, touch textures, massage your palms. Listen to calming music and rest your awareness on the sound. Do a mindfulness chore, washing dishes, folding laundry. Try a breath-based mantra. Inhale, I am. Exhale, here. Pause prompts. What does presence feel like in my body? What thoughts or fears arise when I try to slow down? What would meditation look like if I made it mine? Where do I feel most grounded and most aware? What stories do I hold about what meditation should be? What does my body need in order to feel safe enough to be still? What's one thing that helps me come back to the moment? When do I feel most connected to myself? How can I release judgment and meet myself with compassion? What kind of rhythm or ritual supports my presence? When do I notice myself checking out? What would it look like to build a presence practice that nourishes me? How does slowness support me? What distracts me and what grounds me? Where do I want to invite more presence? The pause is meditation. It's where you meet what is, where you breathe into now, where you remember. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who witnesses them. Presence is permission to belong to yourself. Play prompts. Color a mandala slowly and mindfully. Trace your hand and fill it with I am here doodles. Make a collage of calming images. Dance slowly to an instrumental song. Paint to the rhythm of your breath. Design a presence portal art journal page. Play with clay while staying fully focused on texture. Draw a spiral and trace it with your finger. Sing or hum a repetitive melody like a chant. Walk barefoot and notice every step. Make an altar of natural objects and arrange them with care. Let your eyes follow shadows or light patterns. Breathe and draw one line per breath. Use watercolor to create a here and now abstract. Create a visual anchor, a symbol that brings you back. Play becomes a presence practice when you bring your full attention to it. When we create with awareness, move with intention, or explore with curiosity, we are meditating. Let presence become pleasurable. Integration practices. Choose one daily anchor: breath, body, sound, or sight. Pair meditation with existing habits like tea or brushing your teeth. Create a space in your home that signals stillness. Use scent or sound as a grounding ritual. Track your presence practice, not for achievement, but for awareness. Set a 2-minute timer and just be, no phone, no task. Reflect each week: what helped me feel more present? Try meditating at different times to find your rhythm. End your day with a meaningful breath and a gentle self-touch. Keep a log of moments I returned. Let your meditation practice evolve with you. Share your presence practice with someone else. Use visual cues like stones, art, candles as reminders. Explore meditation through your senses. Affirm presence is enough. I am enough. Presence is not something you earn, it's something you practice. It's a way of returning, a way of being. Meditation is not about fixing yourself, it's about meeting yourself. Let this practice become a place of welcome, not work. Art therapy prompts. Draw a symbol from your meditation practice. Paint what it feels like to come home to yourself. Make a collage of images that evoke stillness. Create a visual timeline of your presence practice. Use circular shapes to express rhythm and return. Illustrate a moment of noticing. Design a meditation card deck with visual cues. Make a flipbook of a single breath. Build a small altar with handmade items. Draw a breath map across the page. Trace your outline and fill it with calming imagery. Create a mandala from natural objects. Paint each emotion you notice during meditation. Draw what interrupts your presence and how you return to it. Make an I am here mixed media piece. Space for personal exploration. Journal prompt: what brings me back to presence? Doodle prompt: draw your breath as a line. Collage prompt: create a visual meditation, an image that centers you. I return to presence. I meditate my own way. This affirmation honors the uniqueness of your path. It reminds you that presence is personal and that your way counts. Return again, return gently, return often. You should sit in meditation for 20 minutes a day unless you're too busy. Then you should sit for an hour. Zen proverb. Meditation is not about escaping. It's about arriving. There is no perfect posture, no perfect thought. Just breath, this moment, this return. You don't need a cushion or a mantra or a guru. You just need to begin. Your presence is enough. Community invitation. What does meditation look like for you? Walking, breathing, humming, noticing. Share how you practice presence in your way, and let's honor every path that brings us home. Before you go, I want to recognize what you just did. You showed up, you stayed, and you allowed yourself to be still. Today, you practiced presence, and in doing that, you gave yourself space. You loved yourself through stillness, and every time you do that, your nervous system learns that calm is available to you. You are leaving this episode differently than when you arrived, because now there is a part of you that knows how to return, and I want you to know, I see you. Carry this with you. You can always come back to yourself. I'll meet you here again soon. Pause and play.